Everybody, what's going on? Welcome to the Daily Joe podcast, episode number 4, I think. We're on number 4? Wow. Man, so I didn't do a podcast last week because I was on vacation and we had a lot of stuff going on. And so I'm going to go over some of that. And I hope everybody has had a great week. We need to get the intro out of the way. Let's roll that music. Be right back. All right, welcome back. Hey, let's make sure we got some audio here. Yeah, we do. Okay, great. Awesome. So, man, this past week has been a very, very, very busy week, and I'm very thankful that I had a paid vacation to take care of things. And so, on the top of the list, my mother is having to move. And from North Carolina down here to South Carolina, and we've been trying to help her get things situated, and thank God, man, if y'all knew all the stuff we've been going through to make this work, you would freak. But it's what you do for family, right? It's what you do for your parents, or in this case, my mother. And so we've been looking at anything from apartments to, believe this or not, tiny homes, right? Tiny home community that's down the street here in town. I didn't even know it existed until my wife, rather, told me about it. And we were looking at houses for rent around and everything else. And, it's just a lot. There's a lot that goes with that. There's a lot of things you have to do. And so we went and looked at these little tiny homes, and the man that owns that land down there is making a killing off that stuff. I think the tiny homes run for about, I think they start at like around $80,000, and the lot rent's like $450 a month. It's crazy. But, when you're in a predicament where you kind of pushed into a corner, you got to look at all your options, I guess, if you want to call it that. So we looked at all that, looked at a couple other places, and it just didn't, it was like, I don't know. And my mom wasn't too thrilled about none of those. And so just by the stroke of luck, the hand of God, if you will, my wife was coming home from the store. I think this was the day before yesterday. And there's a house that's actually like 3 minutes from here. It's a little old white house, about the size of ours. We have an old house, one-story house. And my wife had noticed that the people that were in it had moved out. And so she pulled in there, and the people that own the house were starting to clean the house up. So my wife talked to them, and so we were able to, it looks like we're going to be able to get my mom in there to rent, and it's just 3 minutes down the street, man. I mean, holy crap, that was the dream gig, if you will, right there for my mom. I was like, Mom, I don't want you in an apartment. I don't want you to have to deal with people above you in an apartment or below you or beside you or somebody possibly messing with your car. There's just all kind of things involved, right? And so this worked out, and it looks like it's working out. Looks like we're on the downhill side of things. So that was great, man. I was like, thank God. So now it's just a matter of her signing the lease and the deposit and wait for the move-in date, so that's great. That was, poor mom's been stressing about that. So it looks like everything's working out well for that. And let's see. So we were she was here all last week, and she just left a couple of days ago, back up to North Carolina, and to start taking care of things there so she can, get here. So we were doing that, and then my wife and I's anniversary was this past Tuesday. So we went to Harrah's in Cherokee. From here, that's about an hour, 20 minutes, I guess, somewhere in that ballpark. If you're not familiar with what that is, that's a casino/hotel. And, we went up there, and we had my great friend Ralph and his wife. They went with us. We had two separate cars, of course. We went up there, and they had reserved a room in the casino hotel, and we did as well. We was on the he was on the 10th floor. We was on the 5th. That's pretty wild. No, we were on the 10th floor. He was on the 5th. Did I say that right the first time? I can't remember. Anyway, so it was really cool, man. Thank you, Rody. Appreciate it. He says happy anniversary. Thank you, man. And we that's the first time they had ever been to a casino, so it was a lot of fun, man. We had a great time, and we played some games, and we ate and we drank, and we were feeling good, to say the least. It was a great time. So the next morning we got up, we all met for breakfast, and we had a great breakfast there, and then we played the machines a little bit for about another hour or something. Then we left. Now, to be honest with you, don't go to a casino thinking you're going to hit a jackpot, okay? If you have that intention, then you don't need to go to a casino, but which is common sense. And so we went with a certain amount of money. In the first night, we broke even. I thought we were like $400 or $500 in the hole, to tell you the truth. And we broke even. And then the next day, we lost like $300. And I told my wife, it's time to go. We got to get out of here. So we left, came back home, and ever since then we've been doing stuff in the yard, just your typical stuff, right? You got stuff you got to take care of. I was able to fix my riding mower. I got it fixed. It was down for a while, and my wife and I took turns push mowing this yard. About killed us, man. It was so hot, and so we got the riding mower fixed, and it just all worked out. Today's been, or this week rather, has been a great week. I mean, man, and it's like, thank God, something's finally working in our favor. Usually it's the other way around, right? So, okay, so we got that. And then I was looking on YouTube. I was just perusing, if you will, on YouTube, and I saw this review about the Zoom G6, a guitar effects processor. And I was like, wow, okay. And I was like, man, that sounds incredible. So I already have two pedal boards with the Zoom G1 Xfour on it and my other pedals. And this G6 is already shaped like a pedal board. It has 4 buttons on the bottom for your selections on your presets or whatever. So I went ahead and got one. I was like, man, that sounds great because it has a stereo out. I'm not doing that at the time. I'm just going mono out. And I did order another pedal board itself so I can mount this on it. And so what I'm doing is I'm just this is taking the place of my G1 Xfour right now. So I have my distorted effects in the front and the delays and all that behind it. So it's like a homemade effects loop. So this is the G6. Sounds great. It's got some great presets on it. Of course, I haven't really had time to really dive into it real deep. It just got delivered yesterday. So I ran through some of the presets, and I was like, oh, yeah, I like that, and I don't like that. And that's usually the case with processors. You're always going to have something that sounds really good and something that's just not. It's like, why did I even bother making that preset? Sounds horrible, but these are good. I like these. So I figured I would go through a couple of songs and let you check it out. So yeah, it's I really like it a lot. This unit runs for $399.99. So what it runs for. So let's play a couple of songs. All right. Hopefully we can. All right, here we go. Ed B, what's going on, man? Thank y'all for being here.
I'd walk the war for you, babe. 1,000 miles with you. I'd dry your tears of pain 1,000,000 times for you. I'd sell my soul for you, babe. For money to burn for you. I'd give you all and have none, babe. Just to have you here by me. Because in the midnight hour, she cried more. With a rainbow yell, she cried more. In the midnight hour, babe, more. With a rainbow yell, oh yeah, little baby, she want more. Oh yeah, little angel, she want more.
So there you go, man. There's a little bit of a sample of this new processor, the Zoom G6, and it cleans up good too. I like this tone. You can turn your volume up just barely. Cleans up nice, man. I really like it. It's thank you, Ed. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Yeah, it cleans up good. Very cool. Very cool. All right, man. Let's see. What else we got? All right, here's a good song. This is a great song right here. Great tone, sounds amazing. Thank you, Ed. Yeah, the Zoom G6. Yeah, it's and this is actually a preset. I tweaked it just barely. It's called if anybody has one of these units, it's preset number 77, and it's called Punchline. Punchline. That's crazy, ain't it? All right, here's let's try this one. Don't know what's going to happen.
Those crazy nights I do remember in my youth. I do recall those were the best times, most of all. In the heat with the blue chain girl, burning love, come lost in the lifetime. She brought me singing by the railroad train, took me home. We danced by the moonlight. Those summer nights are coming. Slowly in love, can't help myself, I'm falling. Slowly in love. Old dusty roads led to the river, running slow. She pulled me down, running clover with no road, yeah. In the heat with the blue jean girl, burning love comes once in the lifetime. All the memories never fade away. Golden girl, I can't come forever.
Stony Love. Still working on that one. Neil Sean, man. Neil Sean is like one of the most melodic guitar players I've ever heard in my life. I think he said that if you can't hum a guitar solo, then it's not memorable. Something, I'm paraphrasing. That's not per se exactly what he was saying, but it makes sense. I mean, every Journey song pretty much it has that component, right? I mean, it does to me. I mean, just like that right there. So I think it's great. Let's see. What was crazy was when, back in the 80s when Journey was the big band, and then Steve Perry left. I guess they all got burnt out on each other, and Steve Perry left. And he put out that solo album, and I remember what was that? What was that, 84? Something like that. So I was like 14. And I didn't know nothing about nothing, especially back then. I was like, that's that guy that sings for Journey, and then he put out a solo album. Well, I didn't think nothing about it until I got older, and I said, man, I wonder if he ruined his career by doing that. Well, of course, he didn't. He actually propelled it, I think, even higher. And so this next song was my favorite off that solo album. Hope you enjoy it. See if we can make this work. Oh, real quick, Ed B says, I hum and whistle lots of memorable solos. I think he is right about that. Yes, I agree. Yes, absolutely. All right, let's see. You remember this one. I'm sure you will. Sorry, trying to get everything lined up on this on the MP3 player. Sorry, I am not. As you can tell, I don't have nothing planned out very well at all. This is kind of like we're going live. Yeah, let's go live right now. Okay, yeah, that'd be great. Anyway, "Old Sherry" by Steve Perry. I've always loved that song, man. Damn, that was to me that is just a pinnacle of a feel-good song. You know, it's really great, man. I love that song. Let's do a little VH, man. I'll try to anyway. Let's see what we can do. A little Unchained. Yeah, a little, that's right, yeah. right, man. There we go. So, thank y'all for being here very much. Mr. Collins, hey, man. How are you doing, sir? Ralph the German Butcher? Butcher? What is Butcher? Ralph the German Butcher. What's up, man? I just butchered your name, didn't I? Sorry, Ralph. Oh, man. Let's see here. I'm missing something. That is great news and wonderful development. The last, Rhodey says, the last 3 scans have shown no cancer. Oh, that's awesome, Rhodey. Damn, I didn't know you was had some scans. So congratulations, man. That's fantastic. I keep looking at the wrong camera. Camera's right there, Joe. Rhodey, that's awesome. Fantastic, man. That is awesome, man. If that's the news you're going to get, that is what you want to hear, correct?
Well, it's a 1 for the money, 2 for the show. You get ready now, go, cat, go, but don't you step on my blue suede shoes. Well, you can do anything but let me up in my blue suede shoes. Well, you can knock me down, slip on my face, slander my name all over the place. Well, doing the thing that you wanna do, but lay off of them shoes, don't you step on my blue suede shoes. Or you can do anything but let me up in my blue suede shoes. Let's go, cats! Oh, what we got? Well, you can burn my house, steal my car, drink my liquor from an old fruit jar, and do anything that you wanna do. Well, oh, honey, lay off of my shoes and don't you step on my blue suede shoes. Well, you can do anything but lay me up in my blue suede shoes. Rock it! Well, it's 1 for the money, 2 for the show. 3 to get ready now, go, 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 but don't you step on my blue suede shoes. Well, you can do anything but let me up on my blue suede shoes. Well, it's blue suede shoes, blue suede shoes, yeah, blue suede shoes, baby, blue suede shoes. We can do anything but lay up on my blue suede shoes.
Can't go wrong with a little bit of the King, right? I mean, come on. Hendrix. Gotta pay homage to Hendrix sometime or another. You know what I'm saying, man? Ed B says the Zoom G6 makes it sound better. Thank you. Yeah, it's a great unit. I'm loving it, man. Really, thank you very much. Appreciate that. I think we finally made it through another episode. Like I said, I didn't really have anything planned. I just went off the cuff because I really haven't had time to plan anything, really, this past day or so. Been a lot of stuff going on. Let me see here. See if I can. Ed B. Let's see here. Let me go back. I know I'm missing a few things. I apologize. Sonic Grace, hey man, how are you doing? Oh, Ed B says, I've been out of the loop a little, but did you score that gig for the lady that you had to quote for? Just out of curiosity and hoping that you did. That did not work out, Ed. No, it didn't work out. It was kind of it was really like a last minute thing on that woman's part. Really, yeah, that was a couple of weeks ago, I guess, and I got a thing through Gig Salad, which if anybody wants to promote their services, musician, singer, whatever, get on Gig Salad and check it out. I'm not sponsored by them or nothing. I did a 3-month. I paid for 3 months on that site, and I thought they were kind of like a booking agent. I figured they would kind of help you get gigs around town and all that. But that's not what it is. It's just you just use their platform to promote your own thing, which is cool. But people that are putting on events will look on there. They're supposed to, I guess. I don't know. And look at the people they want to possibly contact to perform at their events. And this lady contacted me. Like I said, it was like on a, I don't know, was it a Monday or something? And she's like, I know this is short notice, but we're having a high school reunion, blah, blah, blah. Can you perform? We would like to have some 80s music. I was like, holy crap. It was like 4 days. It was on a Friday. So it was like I had 4 days to prepare, practice, get everything lined up, and go out there. And the lady said, quote me your price. What's your price? Well, I told her my price. I never heard nothing else from her, never heard back. And, I mean, if people are looking for actual musicians to come play an event, you get what you pay for, right? I mean, so if they're expecting, well, I'll just speak for myself. If she was expecting me to go out there and do that for like $60 for 2 hours of my time, that's not happening. It's not happening. So I quoted her $200, and that's the going rate. Is usually $100 an hour, and when I told her the price, I never heard nothing back. So, and I sent her some messages, just say, hey, did you get my message? Are you reading my messages? Are you still wanting to do this? Please let me know so I can get things together on my end. And never heard nothing back. So it was kind of wild, really. But, it's okay. I mean, it's all right. It's just the way it goes, and that was the only lead I've ever got from that thing, so it's all right. It's not bad. It's not a big deal. I don't really have time to do those things anyway. I just I put on there that I could do a gig either on Friday or Saturday, and right now, man, for me personally, luckily this gig was inside. It wasn't outside, but there's no way I'd play something outside. Man, I'd die. I can't. Around here, it's like 90 degrees with the humidity, makes it feel like it's 104, and I'm not doing nothing outside with my equipment and stuff getting messed up, or I'm not doing that. It's too risky. It's too much. I got too much stuff tied up in this, too much money tied up in this stuff, I should say. But no, it didn't work out, and that's fine. No skin off my back, not at all. Let's see. Ed says, that's too bad, man. I think you had a solid price, though, in my opinion. The rush that the lady had probably didn't help. It did not. She was like, yeah, I know this is short notice, but can you do this Friday? And I was like, holy crap, lady. Because I'll be totally honest with y'all. When I first signed up with Gig Salad, man, I was in here practicing. Now, today, my playing is pretty bad. It's pretty horrible. I'm missing marks and stuff on these songs. I haven't had time to come in here and practice, so I'm just coming in here cold. So there's a lot of hiccups here and there, and that comes with the territory, man. That's just the way it is. I have to go over these things every day to stay sharp, to keep my chops up on these songs, and there was hiccups everywhere today. So, hey, it's okay. I've seen a lot worse on YouTube. I've seen a whole lot worse. I was like, God almighty. But anyway, not to say nothing bad, but it's just, I was like, man, she was wanting me to do 2 hours. And I was like, holy shit, pardon my French. I was like, well, yeah, I can. But, this is my price, so if you're going to put me in a rush kind of situation, then you're going to pay for it. That's just it, An hour and a half gigs, 150. 2 hours is 200. An hour to hour and a half is 150. My bad. And then anything after that, my max is 2 hours, and that's $200. I think that's fair. Let's see. The rush you had didn't help. Okay, I read that. Ed says, yeah, it sounds more than a decent and fair price to me. It's a solid price. Thanks, man. Yeah, like I said, DJs around here, they get a minimum of $400. $400, and that's just, I'm no disrespect to DJs at all. I'm not saying that, I'm not saying anything negative, but come on, let's be real. A DJ compared to an actual musician, there's a pretty big difference there. A DJ ain't got to worry about hiccups and worry about practicing and worrying about making sure all his stuff is working, making sure his guitar's in tune, making sure he's got a backup guitar in case a string breaks, and, does all of his stuff work? Is everything charged up? Stuff like that, and you try your best to put on a decent performance. I think a DJ doesn't have to worry with that many things of that nature. They just set up and they click a couple of buttons and boom, and they just kind of sit back and collect $400. So, but hey, more power to them, man. They're doing it and I'm not, so I can't really say a whole lot, I guess, and plus I'm not familiar with it. And I just kind of recently got into this within the past month or something, so I don't really know all the ins and outs. I'm a working man. I got to leave here in a little bit, in 15 minutes to go to work. Vacation's over. It's time to start the week back in the big truck. So I'm always on the road all through the night, as y'all already know. So I don't have time to research a lot of stuff, man. I'm so out of the loop on so many things, and it's just the way it is. Ed says way too humid. God, man, on the East Coast down here in the Carolinas, it's horrible. That's why I love fall. I love fall. I hate summer. Rhodey says hiccups happen to the best of. Well, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Ed B says you play better on your worst days than I would ever play in my best days. Ha ha ha. So it's all good, man. Sounds like, man, you're too kind, Ed. Thank you, man. You're the one that's an awesome shredder, man. I've watched your channel. I was like, holy crap. So, but thank you, man, very much. Rhodey says, I just try not to have the same hiccups over and over. Yeah, that's something that, like I said, that's what practice will eventually take care of. If you can, if you have time to practice and practice like you're supposed to. I don't mean practice once a week. I mean, if you're wanting to play in front of people, even on YouTube, you need to go over your stuff. Don't just hop on there and just strum some chords. How's everybody doing today? I went outside and I saw a bird. And I see a lot of that. And I'm like, man, that's boring. But that's just my 2 cents. Anyway, yeah, but the hiccup thing, yeah, it's that's what practice, hopefully for me, will resolve. I don't know. Maybe not. Sonic Gray says, that's a good price, Joe. Thank you, man. Yeah, like I said before, what would y'all charge if you had to go do a 2-hour gig and you're by yourself? You got to set your PA up. You got to set up all your equipment. You got to, you got to dress for the occasion. You can't show up like this. You got to look presentable, and because you're promoting yourself, I guess, and hopefully somebody at that party or gig or event will look and say, hey, that guy's, I wonder how much he charges, and maybe it'll get you some more business. I don't know. Pooh Ninja, what's up, man? How you doing? Yeah, Brody says there's a lot more to it than just showing up. Yeah. Playing live equipment hiccups are a pain. Yes. Oh my God. Yeah. I've dealt with that too, man. Yeah, it's aggravating for sure. It sure is, man. But anyway, so I wanted to go over what happened this past week on my vacation. It was great, like I said. If you're just now tuning in when this is over, feel free to go back and watch and hear me explain that. And I wanted to let you hear this new effects processor that I just got yesterday, the Zoom G6. And I'm liking it. I'm still getting used to it. Still, trying to work out the little things where it's suitable to my taste for what I like. And has some great presets. Like I said, there's a lot more to it that I haven't had a chance to tap into just yet. Anyway, so thank you to everybody who was in here. I really appreciate it so much. I need to go. And I guess we'll see you on Tuesday, I guess, for the next podcast. So thank y'all so much. And God bless y'all. Have a great rest of the weekend. I got to jet out of here. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
She came in and sat down right in front of me. She picked up a glass of wine as I took